recording, and just so that I have it on tape, your name and your title, please.
I am Vice Chair, Councilwoman Lisa Wheeler-Bowman.
Vice Chair of St. Pete City Council.
Yes.
And the St. Pete City Council, or St. Petersburg in general, is having a budget workshop this Monday.
Yes, we are.
About budget open house.
The budget open house. Yes, we are. And let me get the address because it's going to be at the Coliseum.
So I'll start again, and you don't even need to give I don't think you need to give the address for the
Okay.
Coliseum. If you say the Coliseum in downtown
Okay.
or whatever. So to tell us about the budget open house, how can people get involved? Why should people get involved in an open house like this? And where is it?
Okay. The budget will be this Monday at the Coliseum in downtown St. Petersburg. And it's important for people to get involved so that their voices can be heard, their issues can be heard, what they feel that they need in their particular district or community. So by showing your face, being able to speak with the mayor and council members and actually letting them know what you think you need in your area.
And where's your district? It's in the southwest part of the city, so give people an idea maybe of what are some of the streets that you represent.
Okay. Well, my district covers Midtown and Childs Park, which is basically 22nd Street South, west to about 49th Street, then it gerrymanders, and it's 54th Avenue South on 34th Street where the Skyway Marina District is, and north to about Central 1st Avenue North, and it even gerrymanders over there and goes to 9th Avenue North.
So generally the south part of the city. And what are some of the concerns in your district? What if people are interested in, if they live in that part of the district, or even if they live somewhere else in the city, what are some things in the budget that might affect them?
Well, things, because there's just not a budget for one district. So the budget is for the entire city. But one thing that, our youth, it starts with our youth. And we are doing, we have funded again the My Brothers and Sisters Keeper program that the mayor started for the at-risk youth on the south side. So that's something that's in the budget again that's going to help our youth, and not just African American. You can be, it's diverse, whatever. If you are at-risk youth, you can take part of this program. And after school jobs, summer jobs, that's being funded again, which can employ youth as well. So focusing on our youth is one thing that I wanted to ensure that we continue to have funding for, because as you know, we've had, crime in our area and, carjackings, all kind of stuff like this. So we need to make sure our youth have something to do.
And when people think about the budget and they think about St. Petersburg, one of the big budget items is infrastructure, things like sewers and stormwater drains.
Mm-hmm.
How is that coming along?
It's coming along great. We get, and I'm talking council, get a weekly update from Claude Tankersley, who's over the stormwater and wastewater. And the mayor, Kreisman, he has something called the Kreisman Plan. And we have been lining the pipes. We are getting prepared because we don't want another wet weather event like the one we had before where we have to have a spill. We are, even yesterday, we approved in our southwest plant, which is 54th Avenue South, to put up a wall between the plant and Eckerd College. Because if we have a spill, it overflows into Eckerd College. So we want to be proactive and do whatever we can to prevent spills and to prevent that from happening for them. And that should be up by August. So we are like fast tracking. We're lining the pipes in the city, in the entire city. So we have a plan, and right now we're on target.
And that plan is part of this budget. If people want to weigh in on things like that and say, this is a priority for me, they could come to this open house.
Yes, and it's part of this budget, yes.
So you mentioned that wall going up by August. In August and September, that's about when the big storms might come. So the city can't control whether it gets 10 inches of rain,
Right.
but it can control to some degree the infrastructure that contains that rain. Do you think that the city is prepared this year?
Yes, I trust Claude. He's a very smart man, and when he was explaining it to us, he said, "Hey," because in actuality we were going to wait for the wall, but he met with Eckerd College and they're like, "Look, we can't take it anymore." He's like, "Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring it to council because we need to fast track it." And so my constituents as well was like, "Yeah, let's do this," but he feels that it can contain, it will stop, some of the spill into Eckerd College.
Some of the things that the budget might contain are for other infrastructure projects like roads and sidewalks. How is that coming along?
Yes, we are doing, I love our stormwater department because they are really working hard. We have identified areas, not only in my district, but all over the city that need sidewalks. So we have the funding and they've been inputting sidewalks. The last recent one in my district was on 5th Avenue South between 43rd and 34th Street. And it looks beautiful. Then we had another one in my district on Central Avenue. And if you get a chance, ride down there. But they have build outs on them. It's beautiful.
You mentioned earlier 22nd Street South, which people call the Deuces
Yes.
as well, and there's a new overpass or underpass that has to do with the freeway. Tell us about that.
I've been fighting for that funding for about a year, and we finally received it. And we're going to break ground on Monday. But the overpass project is going to contain LED lighting because, it's for public safety as well, because at night it's so dark. But they're also going to scale back the gate that's there and put in some beautiful landscaping. We're going to have artwork on the slopes and on the columns that's there, so people can feel safe walking down there at night. And plus, it's going to be beautiful and enhance the area.
What about jobs in Midtown, jobs in South St. Petersburg? How does the budget affect whether there will be more jobs? Is there some sort of economic development aspect to it?
Yeah, it is. As you know, we have the CRA because the CRA is also in my area.
Community Redevelopment Agency.
Yes, and Commerce Park that is being built on 22nd across from the Manhattan Casino, that has a component in it that will create jobs for the area. They have to hire a certain amount of residents from the surrounding area. Whenever a business comes in, and especially in the CRA, they will get bonuses for hiring people within the area. So one thing that I am focusing on, and even with my council member Carl Nurse, because we kind of share that area, is bringing businesses to the area. Unfortunately, we had the Walmart close. So we've been having meetings trying to see what the residents want, what can go there, what can be sustainable there. And we've also created a shuttle as of, right now to shuttle residents from that area to Walmart and bring them back. Also the skate park that we just broke ground with, the construction company that's going to construct it, well, it created 3 opportunities for